Asia is a large, growing, yet fragmented market. If there's one thing that drives all Asians, it is the will to be better. And we at Jardines firmly believe that we can be better and will be better. With this idea came the birth of HACK.ASIA with the tagline of Shaping Asia's Tomorrow.
Both companies have been long-term partners and have very substantial presence in Singapore, but henceforth going forward, to bring the collaboration even more into the realm of innovation, I think is really the way to go. To bring innovation then to the community, to the students, is certainly the way to go. So for that, again, a big thank you for the partnership for both Daimler as well as Jardines Medicine.
Welcome to HACK.ASIA Singapore 2019.
The challenges for business, challenges for community, challenges for society, challenges for our environment are really complex.
We believe that as students, you're empowered to change our society for the better. We've actually received 800 applications from 23 different countries. 36 teams, so 120 participants.
And you guys will have time to talk to your challenge owners, clarify with them any questions you may have. They may also give you feedback that is necessary to improve along the way.
Kick off the official 24 hours in a few seconds.
3, 2, 1!
Our mentors are extremely helpful, and I really love receiving mentorship under them because they provide a lot of guidance and they really can anticipate our needs.
The mentors that are assigned to this team, because they are industry experts.
It was tough to look at the data because, as you know, they give us the data in a very short interval so that there are lots of data.
Very excited to see what ideas will come up, and it will be a pleasure being around and seeing tomorrow after 24 hours of hacking.
Please join us for the last 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and over! Well done, everybody!
Just a reminder, you will have 3 minutes to pitch and 2 minutes for questions.
So how can we implement the idea? So first of all, because we are aiming to change the pump at night.
Who wants to take this project, so they'll be deploying their own cars for the initial product, and we'll get all the unsafe zone that we can get as many as we can.
The light is going to show maybe say a green color that shows that yes, there's SKUs down there in the shelf. But the moment there's no more SKUs down there, it will maybe show a red color.
Also given you opportunity to really learn about how it goes in the real world. Oftentimes we don't really have all the data, all the solutions, but what you have shown us with your creativity, ideas, and passion was really a stimulus and inspiration for us all, and particularly I think for us that are working every day to see what you can do even in a very, very short time and inspire us with new ideas that can help us.
So you will have the chance, the winners of this grand prize, to join us to Barcelona, to be with us on a booth and to showcase your idea.
Okay, all of you are winners because you have had the opportunity to come here to participate, to learn, to experience, and to make new friends.
So I really feel like I came in for the end event rather than being part of the whole experience. But what an amazing set of teams, what an amazing set of entries. Really, really high quality. And actually what I really loved was the mix of startups, the student teams, great. And actually some awesome teams regardless of their experience, some really, really strong entries.
I think it was a very interesting virtual experience for us. I mean, in a COVID-19 experience, I think there's a lot that's changing in the world, and Jeff saw this challenge on Facebook, and it was 2 days before the deadline, and we thought, we'll just give it a try. And Jeff being a car enthusiast, we saw there was a gym challenge that is about changing the showroom, so I think we found it very exciting.
The advice that you would be giving to the audience? Why should they join a hackathon?
When you want to join a hackathon, right, you must have a clear goal and most importantly, work together with your teammates and also your mentor. And most importantly, I feel like you should just take it as a learning experience and have fun.
I think sprints are always awesome, having a clear goal, having a clear objective we want to reach for, and then just go for it, right? And sometimes, some people say don't trust your instinct, but I think with only 36 hours, sometimes you do have to be confident in what your solution is and just go for it and build a great demo and hopefully just hope for the best.
So rather than saying, come on, do an internship, get my coffee in the morning and find a bunch of magazine articles for me, we want to give them little problem statements and just give them a 1-week sprint. So if it's a 6-week internship, they might have 6 different things that they prototype for us, sort of trying to bottle and then channel that energy back into our business. They seem to embody the kind of energy and enthusiasm and spirit of collaboration that we were trying to extract for our staff in our own problem statement. So there's really, why not try to tap into that as much as possible?
The talent, the solutions, the technologies applied, it's still amazing that people can do this in 36 hours. Every single one of our companies had a real challenges they wanted to address, and the solutions that came to us at the end were just right on the mark, totally implementable, they nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. It was super hard to judge the last one because there were so many great angles taken to the real life solutions that are facing these companies today. It's inspiring.
to create, to collaborate,
to innovate, to go beyond, learn something new,
to challenge and transform systems.
Asia is a large, growing, yet fragmented market. If there's one thing that drives all Asians, it is the will to be better. And we at Jardines firmly believe that we can be better and will be better. With this idea came the birth of HACK.ASIA, with the headline of Shaping Asia's Tomorrow.
Both companies have been long-term partners and have very substantial presence in Singapore, but henceforth going forward, to bring the collaboration even more into the realm of innovation, I think is really the way to go. To bring innovation then to the community, to the students, is certainly the way to go. So for that, again, a big thank you for the partnership for both Daimler as well as Jardines Medicine.
Welcome to HACK.ASIA Singapore 2019.
The challenges for business, challenges for community, challenges for society, challenges for our environment are really complex.
We believe that as students, you're empowered to change our society for the better. We've actually received 800 applications from 23 different countries. 36 teams, so 120 participants.
And you guys will have time to talk to your challenge owners, clarify with them any questions you may have. They may also give you feedback that is necessary to improve along the way.
Kick off the official 24 hours in a few seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Our mentors are extremely helpful, and I really love receiving mentorship under them because they provide a lot of guidance and they really can anticipate our needs.
The mentors that are assigned to this team, because they are industry experts.
It was tough to look at the data because, as you know, they give us the data in a very short interval so that there are lots of data.
Very excited to see what ideas will come up, and it will be a pleasure being around and seeing tomorrow after 24 hours of hacking.
Please join us for the last 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and over! Well done, everybody!
Just a reminder, you will have 3 minutes to pitch and 2 minutes for a question.
So how can we implement the idea? So first of all, because we are aiming to change the pump at night.
Who wants to take this project, so they'll be deploying their own cars for the initial product, and we'll get all the unsafe zone that we can get, as many as we can.
The light is going to show maybe say a green color that shows that yes, there's SKUs down there in the shelf. But the moment there's no more SKUs down there, it will maybe show a red color.
Also given you opportunity to really learn about how it goes in the real world. Oftentimes we don't really have all the data, all the solutions, but what you have shown us with your creativity, ideas, and passion was really a stimulus and inspiration for us all, and particularly I think for us that are working every day to see what you can do even in a very, very short time and inspire us with new ideas that can help us.
So you will have the chance, the winners of this grand prize, to join us to Barcelona, to be with us on a booth and to showcase your idea.
Okay, all of you are winners because you have had the opportunity to come here to participate, to learn, to experience, and to make new friends.
So So I really feel like I came in for the end event rather than being part of the whole experience. But what an amazing set of teams, what an amazing set of entries. Really, really high quality. And actually what I really loved was the mix of startups, the student teams, great. And actually some awesome teams regardless of their experience, some really, really strong entries.
I think it was a very interesting virtual experience for us. I mean, in a COVID-19 experience, I think there's a lot that's changing in the world, and Jeff saw this challenge on Facebook, and it was 2 days before the deadline, and we thought, let's just give it a try. And Jeff being a car enthusiast, we saw there was a gym challenge that is about changing the showroom, so I think we found it very exciting.
The advice that you would be giving to the audience? Why should they join a hackathon?
When you want to join a hackathon, right, you must have a clear goal and most importantly, work together with your teammates and also your mentor. And most importantly, I feel like you should just take it as a learning experience and have fun.
I think sprints are always awesome, having a clear goal, having a clear objective we want to reach for, and then just go for it, right? And sometimes, some people say don't trust your instinct, but I think with only 36 hours, sometimes you do have to be confident in what your solution is and just go for it and build a great demo and hopefully just hope for the best.
So rather than saying, come on, do an internship, get my coffee in the morning and, and find a bunch of magazine articles for me, we want to give them little problem statements and just give them a 1 week sprint. So if it's a 6 week internship, they might have 6 different things that they prototype for us, sort of trying to bottle and then channel that energy back into our business. They seem to embody the kind of energy and enthusiasm and spirit of collaboration that we were trying to extract for our staff in our own problem statement. So there's really, why not try to tap into that as much as possible?
The talent, the solutions, the technologies applied, it's still amazing that people can do this in 36 hours. Every single one of our companies had a real challenges they wanted to address, and the solutions that came to us at the end were just right on the mark, totally implementable. They nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. It was super hard to judge the last one because there were so many great angles taken to the real life solutions that are facing these companies today. It's inspiring.
Welcome to the grand final of HACK.ASIA 2022. We are so excited to be here with you today. It's been an incredible week, and what a day of judging. I've listened to multiple sessions today. You've probably seen me pop in and out and multiple times, and there has been just tremendous innovative ideas, sustainable ideas, ideas that really we feel can work with us to change the future for all of us. So inspiring. We're all very excited. I have a fabulous panel of judges here for the rest of this session. But before we go to the judging side, I just want to recap with you a little bit. So if we go to the first slide,
First things first, we could not have done this without an amazing, amazing team that is right behind all these cameras. They've been working day and night. Hopefully you'll see them at some stage. They're still working. So, but equally with our partners, we have been very, very fortunate to have had great and terrific partners all week. Can't say thank you enough to Microsoft, to Google, to the Shared Value Initiative for helping us over the weekend with lots of presentations, for giving access to their cloud environments, for helping to coach people and mentor people all the way along. Also to WHub and to HACK.ASIA, who have been tremendous partners right from the beginning, reaching out to all of the innovators around the world, quite frankly, connecting us with them, and really making a difference in how we can collaborate with the innovators that are out there in the world to solve the real problems. Similarly, Start Me Up Hong Kong and EDB have been tremendous support throughout all of this, and we want to thank both environments for helping us to get to the right people at the right time and get the right solutions here. But most of all, our business partners. There is from Hong Kong Land to Jardines Restaurant Group to JEC and Jardine Aviation and United Tractors and all of the Astra groups, Dairy Farm, Zung Fu, Palma, Isuzu. We just Hacktel, we had an incredible group of mentors, challenge statement creators, and judges over the last couple of months. This has been a long set of activities since October, with an incredible commitment on behalf of our businesses, on behalf of our partners, on behalf of an amazing team to get all of this together. And then lastly, but certainly not least, you guys, we are so grateful for your participation. We can see lots of you on the screen. We'd love if you turned on your cameras so we can see more of you. But it is great that you gave it your all, and you absolutely did. And we are thrilled that you did, and you came to partner with us to solve these challenges. So if we move on. I just want to reflect a little bit on the last week. Last process, quite frankly. We started in October. We came up with the challenges. We sent them out. HACK.ASIA and WHub helped us to do that. Last Saturday, we got together to kick this thing off, the 15th. We were honored, quite frankly, to have both Google and Microsoft share their view of how they do sustainability. I was blown away by both sets of approaches, particularly to your data centers environments, which are very, very tough environments to make sustainable. And you really are going above and beyond and really inspiring in the work that you're doing. Equally, the mentors, meeting with the mentors, I sat in on those sessions. The mentors were thrilled to meet with you and thrilled with all the questions that you had. The speaker series that we had throughout the week, Sunday from Microsoft and Google on their cloud environments, I learned a ton. I was very happy to get my 101s of both environments. And then on Monday afternoon to meet with startups that have worked with us and entrepreneurs, to give you all the hints about what it means to work with a corporate, and also what it means to be a successful startup. You saw the ones we've invested in, you met them, you got to talk to them, you heard their real life stories, which again are very, very inspiring and obviously very motivational for us as well. And then, of course, on Tuesday, you had most fantastic coaching from Karina here on how to do the perfect pitch. And I saw a lot of it in action today. I'm very proud of the fact that you all brought her learnings through with respect to introducing your team, with respect to referencing the problem statement, with respect to getting to the solution, addressing your competition. There was so much that came through, but you learned from the best, for sure. So here we are. Here we are on the final day. We're all very, very excited to be here. We're excited to hear your pitches. We know that everybody who's online is already knows who's won the challenge statements, and we're ready to hear from the best of the best. So before we start, we really want you to turn on your cameras, all of you who can, and we want you to say hi in whatever way you can. So we'd love to see a wave from everybody.
We're beginning to see, we've got maybe half the audience now with their cameras turned on. That's fantastic. Let's see the rest of you. We'd love you to see you waving. Hi there. Give me some more names there, Laura. I can't see all the names.
Oh, hello, Jacqueline. Hello, Philippos. Hello, Joanne and Ryan Tang. Hi, Katie Lee. Hello, Chin Rong. Hello, Ankit. Nice to see you again. And James. Hello. And Kenny, nice to see you. It's lovely to see all of your faces.
Yeah, we're thrilled that you're here with us. We're so sad we can't be together in person, but it's been fantastic to be with you virtually. So stick with us as we go through the rest of the agenda. Feel free to use the chat room as you go through as well. If there's anything you want to say to us, there's plenty of people out here who are with you or online who can chat back. And if there's any issues, either put it in the chat or email HACK.ASIA@jardines.com. All right, so we're getting down to business. Janice?
Great. So, hello everyone, welcome to the HACK.ASIA 2022 Grand Final. We're very excited to have all of you. So right now, I know that you guys are all excited to pitch. I'll give you a quick overview of what actually has happened earlier today, as well as what you guys can expect for the remaining of today. So earlier today, various startups, students, and innovators, they all come together this morning to help solve some of the sustainability-related innovation challenges of various leading businesses in Asia. So as you see, we actually have two tracks that was ongoing this morning, the startup track, as well as the student and innovator track. So each of the team members of the different contestants are actually trying to solve the different challenge statements posed by some of the businesses associated with Jardine Matheson and its partners. So you can see on the page, without going into all of the details, the 10 challenges that we decided to focus on earlier today. And we would like to thank every business sponsoring this for making this happen and for taking your time to actually collaborate with the external community. So, as mentioned earlier today, the teams has already been pitching to the businesses. They did a 5-minute presentation as well as a 5-minute Q&A. And when it comes to there's so many good ideas and good solutions out there, each of them is coming from perhaps someone from different background, coming from teams from different countries. How do actually judges look at that, right? There are essentially 4 to 5 criteria that our judges actually look into. First is innovation. Really, how innovative is the solution? Secondly, the relevancy. You might have a great idea, but is it solving the problem being posed in the challenge statement proposed by some of the businesses here? Thirdly, feasibility. You might be having a great idea, but do you have a plan? Do you have the capability to really bring it to life? Fourthly is impact. Ultimately, we want you to share with us a solution that has a positive impact on society, as well as hopefully a financial impact for us as a company. And last but not least, for the startup track, we know that you guys have been actually working really hard to build up a prototype with the support of a lot of trainings that was delivered earlier this week. So we want you to actually show us a demo on what you have developed over the course of this week. So ultimately, earlier this morning, we already picked 10 challenge statement winners across the 10 different challenge statements that we have. And now we are here to pick the grand final winner, which we want to pick one from the startup tracks across all the statements, as well as another one from the student and innovator track. So what is the prizes? Of course, I guess with or without winning the prizes, all of you guys are already a winner. Do stay in touch with us, do connect with each other, and we do look forward to your solutions being able to scale up to help us achieve sustainable impact. But for you that did manage to win the challenge, there's some prizes lining up for you. So earlier this morning, we already got the prizes for some of our different contestants. So if you win earlier and if you are a startup, you have the chance to be connected to our business to further discuss if you and our business would have the interest to continue to do a proof of concept together to perhaps test out new ideas. If you are a student, congratulations. You will have a cash prize of $2,500. Now, for this competition that you guys are going to be watching in a few minutes, what we'll be competing for is additional cash prizes on top of what you already got. So if you're a student, you will get an extra 2,500 US dollar cash prize. And if you're a startup, you will get an additional $6,500 cash prize. So we look forward to hearing all the good ideas from you guys, and we hope that you can continue to be staying in touch with us, bringing us new ideas, and collectively, we can innovate a sustainable future together. So, without further ado, I'm gonna go to the most exciting part of the day, which is to announce the winner. So instead of kind of reading through everything, which I know that my partner Laura here will actually be moderating the presentation later, I'll just quickly show the slide so that you guys will know the order of the presentation very soon. So this will be the order. We'll actually be having someone from our team to contact you to make sure that you are ready for the presentation. So do look out for our messages, stay on the line, and get ready all the time to do a pitch. So for us, we'll actually start off with the startup track first. So startup tracks, we actually have 5 different statements across different themes, all the way from decarbonization, energy efficiency, renewable energy, supply chain efficiency, and automotive sustainability. So actually, without reading all of them, you guys know who you are. So we look forward to your sharing in a bit. And then second, once we finish all the presentation by the startups, we want to invite our amazing creative innovators and students to actually come share with us their ideas. So you can see here we have challenges statements of similar themes, and this will be the different winners that are going to be presenting. So don't worry, we'll let you know the order, and we hope that you guys will be with us and share with us your idea and solutions. So without further ado, actually let me just introduce a bit on the format before we pass on the stage to kickstart the presentation. So this is really a short period of time we are giving you. You will have 5 minutes for an elevator pitch. And here you see a lot of judges, which Laura will introduce you later. And after you do the pitch, they will ask you 1 or 2 questions, and in 2 minutes, tell us what is the most exciting thing about your venture, and answer the question that the judges have. So without further ado, maybe let me introduce my partner in crime, Laura, for taking over the stage. Thanks, Laura.
Thank you, Janice. All right. We are ready to get started with the big grand final. But before we do, I think you're all interested to meet our lovely panel of judges. So they're all here in Hong Kong. We do have 2 dialing in from overseas, Ash and Jonathan. But I'd like to take this time maybe to have our judges introduce themselves, as well as maybe tell us why you're most excited to be here, or maybe 1 word to describe how you feel. So maybe judges, you have your microphones. Maybe we'll start down the end of the line. Kathy, if you'd like to tell us a bit about yourself and why you're here today.
Thank you so much, Laura. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. I'm Kathy Lee from Google Cloud. So, to answer Laura's question, what excites me to be here? In fact, if you ever get a chance to look me up through LinkedIn, I've been in the IT industry for more than 27 years, and out of 27, 13 was is in the cloud, and today I'm in Google Cloud. So what really excites me is throughout the years, I see how brilliant ideas, while we have the goal to solve business challenges, get to realize by use of technology. So, this is not the first time I attend hackathon, and I saw the topics that we try to solve. As a group, whether it's startup or students, it's exciting. Can't wait to hear your stories, and can't wait to, just exchange ideas. So great to be here. Can't wait. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Karina?
Yeah, well, it's great to be back at HACK.ASIA. Wonderful. I'm Karina. I'm a co-founder of WHub. We're the largest startup ecosystem platform and ecosystem accelerator headquartered here out of Hong Kong. And obviously, we're very passionate about helping startups grow and scale and anybody get access to the ecosystem. And that's why we're so thrilled to be part of HACK.ASIA, because that's what HACK.ASIA is all about. I also have to say, as a co-founder of AngelHub, the only SFC licensed startup investment platform, I'm always looking forward to companies who are looking to scale and hence raise growth capital. So yeah, reach out to me if that's something you're interested in.
Fantastic. Hi there, I'm Anna Reardon. You've seen me a couple of times. I am the Group Director of Digital at Jardines Matheson. I am very excited about being here today for a number of reasons. One is I love people who innovate. I love getting exposure to the fact that people come up with creative and new ideas and find ways to solve challenges and think differently than the normal course of life. So I love that, but even more exciting in this particular hackathon is this combination of innovative ideas applied to real life issues that are going to affect all of us. We've all become way more aware of sustainability and sustainability challenges throughout this whole COVID period. COP26 was a big fulcrum for a lot of thinking all around the world. And the fact that we can come together with the greatest and most wonderful creative minds from all over the world, coming together with real life issues, with real companies, real mentors, with fantastic partners. This is just hugely exciting. So I am so looking forward to the rest of today and to seeing what you all have to tell us. Nadira.
Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm Nadira Lamrad. I'm the Group Head of Sustainability at Jardines Matheson. This is a new role for me, so I'm really excited to see what comes forward when it comes to HACK.ASIA. I will say that one of the reasons that sustainability, one of the areas where sustainability is really exciting is in the opportunity side, and innovation is absolutely necessary for us to be able to resolve some of these really intractable problems and issues that we all face together. So from that, I will say that I'm fired up and really excited to see what comes forward today. Thank you. And over to you, Victor.
Hello, everyone. Hello, students, and hello, startups. This is Victor Chong from Microsoft. HACK.ASIA reminds me of Disneyland, not just because of the color shirts that we're wearing, but because sustainability as a concept in HACK.ASIA is a perfect marriage in my mind of purpose, innovation, and business opportunities, right? You have the purpose of doing something good for the world that everyone on the planet can benefit with. You have the opportunity to innovate something that it doesn't exist today, and the opportunities is fast. A lot of Wall Street has said that sustainability as an opportunity is going to be as big as a CRM and ERP combined in the future, right? So this is real. And most importantly, we all get to have fun. So good luck, everybody.
Thank you. And thank you to our judges in the room. But we also have two judges dialing in from overseas. Jonathan, are you with us? Can you tell us maybe why you're excited to be here with us today and a bit about yourself?
Hi, everyone. I'm sorry I can't join you there in person, but I'm really excited to be here today. Quickly telling you a little bit about myself, I've been helping lead the sustainability agenda at Jardines for the last 2.5 years, and we've come a very long way, but we've still got so much more to do. And the reason why I'm so excited is that having so many bright minds involved in these challenges over the last few days has really made me hopeful that you're going to help us find some solutions to some of the most pressing challenges that we have as a group of businesses, and even more fundamentally, the fact that you're helping us really address issues that are really essential in terms of taking forward our societies and dealing with the challenges of being faced by the planet more broadly. So really excited to hear from you all. As Anne said earlier, we're really now going to be hearing from the best of the best. So can't wait. Thanks.
Thank you. And last but not least, Ash.
Hey there, everyone. It's
Hi.
good to see you. I'm calling in from Canada here. I'm the founder of a company called Stonewave Group. We're an investment and advisory company around sustainability. I've been slugging away at these issues for about 25 years now. I'm also an advisor to Jardines Group and their Sustainability Leadership Council. So I've been looking at these issues for a long time. My company has invested in sustainability solutions. I've spent time looking at clean tech solutions as well as fintech, kind of climate tech type solutions. So I'm basically kind of obsessed with looking for sustainability solutions in a business context, and that's what I'm excited to hear about today.
Wonderful. We are so thrilled to have all of you here to listen to all of our participants and startups and students. So let's get started. All right. So we will invite each of the 5 startups to pitch their final ideas. They will have 5 minutes to pitch their idea, followed by 2 minutes of questions. They're currently sitting in a waiting room, patiently waiting to come on stage. Not quite literally, but we will send them on stage to make their pitch. And so let's get started. So our first pitch will be about how can we reduce the greenhouse gas emissions of DFI Retail Group at scale. And so we do have a challenge statement winner who is going to come on stage now to pitch their idea to us. Participants, you will not, don't worry, we won't start the timer until you're ready. We just want to make sure we can see you and say hi to you. Hi there.
Hello, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you all right. We're so excited that you're here. Or you can see us, all right? All right, we will put a timer on the screen. And when you're ready, we will start your 5-minute timer. Give us 1 minute.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful to meet everyone, and it's wonderful to be here. My name is Natalia. I'm a co-founder and CEO of Vivair. Vivair is a company that's based in Canada, but also operates in Singapore and South Korea and Hong Kong. And we are here to present a solution to make buildings and operations healthier and more sustainable, saving energy and achieving net zero goals. My background is engineering. I spent over 10 years using sensors, sensor networks, and algorithms, mainly to help governments and corporates in Canada, Hong Kong, South Korea, Europe, and Singapore to monitor and improve their operations. And what I discovered through this process is many of the cooling and refrigeration systems, especially in the retail sector, present a huge opportunity for action. And I am very passionate to solve the problems that I discovered. Part of what our contacts told us and our customers told us is we had over hundreds of conversations, and they mentioned that right now there is a huge cost, there is a huge time that's being wasted, and also the huge impact on the processes being reactive and not predictive. And this is limiting our ability to achieve net zero goals and achieving efficiency of the operations. Our vision at Vivair is to provide solutions to maximize cost and energy savings that can be deployed in any building and has especially high proposition for retail and F&B industry to reduce waste and increase public trust while also saving energy. We provide end-to-end high-accuracy monitoring software that is predictive, as well as IoT solution to save energy of the operations of buildings and indoor environments, and improve the productivity of people and reduce maintenance costs. What we offer is small detectors and networks of those detectors, as well as software that is connected to it. This solution enables 10 to 20x return of investment in less than 18 months. We save costs, save time, save energy, and also help increase revenue for retail, F&B operators and owners. Why this solution is unique? There is 3 core technologies that is patent pending. It includes a unique data collection system that's based on our devices and other data sources. We also have real-time energy optimization system, and also decision support solution that helps actually make it very easy for the employees to take action in terms of saving energy and be rewarded for that action. Through this, we are able to achieve a great benchmarking across the different organizations and within organizations, reduce data entry and time to make decisions, optimize operation, and increase revenue. We have small detectors that, as I mentioned, can be easily added to any ventilation systems, whether it's a split system, central system, or within the space itself. For example, it's also been used in refrigeration kind of storage units. This advanced sensor networks is able to provide a lot of value, and it's very easy to implement. It takes less than 10 minutes to install the device. The maintenance cost is very low, and it can be deployed in any location because of the way we design the sensor networks using 4G connectivity combined with other networking options, as well as repeater extending connection in the basement and so on. We also are able to integrate with controls or are able to provide value without any controls integration, which makes it very flexible because the solution is designed to encourage behavioral change and action of employees. And this is in addition to controlling the systems directly. We also offer advanced sensors as part of this package. They track air quality and contamination. They track temperature at very high precision. Food spoilage gases, which is very unique and it's very difficult to get, especially for the range of the gases we are detecting, such as ethylene and so on. Refrigerants used, we can also track how much refrigerants is being used, which is a big challenge right now for the cooling system operators, as well as energy efficiency and occupancy. We use this information to enable both controls, behavioral change, and workforce optimization. We use this system to save energy through automation and maintenance. We use this to save maintenance costs through this decision support system and ticketing system that's built, that drives through our data. And also we are using this to reduce the spoilage of the food by detecting and identifying spoilage gases and where they are coming from and preventing further damage. Food is actually one of the biggest carbon footprint in the retail and F&B industries, which Jardines has. So we are very excited to provide this solution.
Thank you, Weave Air. Your 5 minutes is up. I know it's short. You have a lot of ideas, but I'd like to give the time to the judges, who will have 2 minutes from when they start their question, to ask you some clarifying questions. So judges, if there's someone who would like to ask Weave Air a question. Kathy.
Yeah, hi. So I understand your logic. So, can you tell me a little bit more about your go-to-market model? Are you selling that hardware plus software? And how do you ensure security? Because, for example, let's say if a banking data center wants to, you wanted to approach a banking or a data center, right? How do you ensure security? And how do you ensure that device gets the necessary maintenance so that it functions as you described? So sorry, I'm like asking a ton of questions. Yeah, but interesting idea. Yes.
Yes, thank you so much. This is actually like one of the biggest challenges that we were solving as we were developing this solution. So data security, right? So there is the security of devices themselves, the communication, the installation. So we make sure that nobody gets access to the data who should not have. And there is also the security and the data privacy, it's important to keep the information not just secure, but also the privacy of who needs to access it. So we have actually set up a very comprehensive system to take into account this. And we are using some of the tools that is available through this program and through this other hackathons that is available through Google and other service providers, for cloud service providers, that is enabling this. And we also have partners who is helping us. Basically, we provide end-to-end encryption, the asymmetric encryption of our data. That's first part of it. And the second part is we basically put in these access points that between the devices and the network, our server. So ensure that data communication is very secure. So we have a few different levels, and we actually are very heavily drilled by this on our clients before we implement the solution. And the second question that you had was, how do we implement this solution to make sure it's actually working and kind of coupled to controls? So we work with partners. We have very strong partners, both in terms of integrations and controls. One of our advisors, actually I should mention our team, he is working at Lighton. And also he has a lot of experience building IoT applications. So I'm very fortunate to have an excellent team.
Wonderful. Apologies, I must cut you off. We've got a packed agenda. Thank you very much. And with that, thank you, Weave Air. You are the first to pitch, not the easiest thing. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. Excellent.
All right, and we move on to the next pitch, where we will, PAMA, one of our businesses, is interested in learning about how can we monitor and analyze machine conditions via an app-based solution to help reduce fuel consumption for loading equipment. And so this is a a big question, and we have Farah Day here, who has won his challenge statement earlier today to present his solution. So Farah Day, can you turn on your camera and maybe turn on your microphone and make sure we can hear you and that you can share your screen? Cool. Cascadia Scientific.
It's actually Steven, so we're representing Cascadia, not Farah, but is that all right?
Apologies.
May we start?
We see you. All right, we'll put a
Okay,
timer on the
great.
screen and we'll start when you're ready.
Great, yeah, so hi, thank you. My name is Steven, I'm with Cascadia Scientific. We're a Canadian company and happy to participate in this event. We are a rather niche solution in kind of a global industry, which is mining. Our solution is really focused on leveraging data and fuel consumption data to kind of capture this overarching goal of how do we get to net zero? How do we help this industry become a leader in sustainability and drive innovation? So our product is just briefly first on the company. So we are based in Vancouver. We are currently working with the mining industry, albeit the new aspect to this platform is loaders and shovels. So that is the kind of earth moving kind of shovel scooping equipment to be able to load into these haul trucks to be able to refine this ore. So yes, our platform is widely used in mining, most commonly on haul trucks. So on the loading equipment. And this challenge is focused on how do we apply the learnings to be able to also capture sustainability, cost reductions for loading equipment. So our platform is we call it a decision intelligence platform, but it's really uniquely powered by some custom sensors that we install on the asset itself. We leverage data science and machine learning to look at this information and collaborate with our clients to pursue opportunities for cost reductions, equipment availability gains, and of course, GHG reductions as well. So in terms of the sensors briefly, so we do have these fuel meters here, which are behind me, but those are installed on the equipment and why install fuel meters? So this is very much a new approach in mining where, all of these equipments have computers that compute consumption, but the accuracy is not there. And so in order to have, a good, reliable data set, we do have to have some sensors that we install on the asset to be able to really start to investigate opportunities for improvement. So, we have a robust sensor suite to be able to pull in this information, which includes, high accuracy, real-time consumption. We also have sensors built into this controller, which is magnetically mounted to the vehicle. This data is moved through the cloud and analyzed, but we also have some, we're looking at, consumption, we're looking at, pressure-based altimetry. So this would be barometric pressure changes to know where we are vertically. The vehicle network has a lot of information, so the existing engine computer, and so we're pulling information from there. Motion sensing and location as well feeds this kind of overall data strategy. In terms of kind of data management, this data will be captured on kind of time-based intervals sent to the cloud, and we also have presentation options. But really about, value creation. So what do we do when we receive this information? How do our clients benefit? There's a number of kind of levers we pull or opportunities we pursue that relate to maintenance, mine planning, operator behavior, forecasting. So, as an example here, this is how we would model operator performance to be able to look at, areas to improve. So we try and capture a packet of data that encompasses activity and intensity. And in looking at that data and using machine learning, we're able to start to look at, the impact of, for example, the operator, while normalized for all of the other behaviors that, a dynamic operation is doing. And that powers unique programs to be able to start to look at how can we train these operators better? How can we empower them to make better decisions? And, how can we look at capturing ways of reducing the fuel used by these assets as well as the emissions created. The technical, this quite technical for those that perhaps aren't in mining, but definitely on the maintenance side of things is a huge cost for these operations. So maintaining these assets, making sure they're running at maximum availability. So using consumption is one of the strongest predictors of how much work an asset has performed. And so we use consumption and utilization to support our clients in extending the life of these assets, making sure that they're utilized effectively. And there's a number of ways that we do that. In terms of kind of project plans, we do have a very robust plan. This has been practiced and proven. We are installed in Indonesia. And what I will say is that every client that has came on with us, we're 4 years old, but every company that has come on with us, be it for a proof of concept or a longer deployment, has stayed on. So we have a 100% retention rate, and that's something we're certainly proud of.
Thank you, Cascadia.
Yeah,
thank you so much for sharing that. All right, now back to the judges. Yes, go ahead.
Hi, I got a tech question and a business question. Tech question is,
yes.
The data analytics that your sensors are capturing seems to be a little after the fact. How real time can your analytics be to actually impact what is actually going on in real time and saving consumptions, right? And then what is your payback period for your solution?
That's a great question. So the first one is we are more focused on longer term trends. So it's not necessarily, for example, a display in the operator cab where it provides immediate feedback. What we're looking at is longer term trends in the data. And so it is not, our data capture strategy, there are some use cases, for example, heat mapping where we map the haul roads. That is on 10-second intervals. And there is a data capture strategy for kind of different data points at longer intervals, for example, 5 minutes. Could you repeat your second question, please, if you don't mind?
Just what is the payback period of your solution?
The payback period, yeah. So in general, the payback is there's a number of ways that we pursue and justify the business in terms of ROI. But generally, our pricing model is around 0.5% of the total fuel cost per asset per year. So we generally see around upwards of 2 to 3% savings from using the system. And so there is a 4 to 5x multiplier in terms of ROI.
Just a very quick one, thank you. Tell me a little bit about the deployment. Is that a plug-and-play solution? Do you have to deploy your own people?
That's a good question. So, for example, in Indonesia, yes, we did support with technicians coming to site. But in certain geographies, and especially with COVID, as travel has been restricted, we've pivoted towards more of a plug-and-play type approach where we would provide remote support, ship the units to site, and have the maintenance team that is already well suited and deal with these equipment on a regular basis. The installation is quite easy for them.
All right. Thank you so much for your question. I'm sorry I have to keep time.
No, that's fine. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks
really
for dialing in
enjoyed it.
from Canada. And so just on that,
Hi.
we have participants from Kenya, Canada, UK, US dialing in. And just to let the judges know, this is now very global. So let's move on to pitch number 3. United Tractors. They're interested in learning about solutions that then help them reduce carbon emissions and equalize electricity distribution throughout the nation with solar photovoltaic technology. And here we'd like to invite Farah Day into the room. I know that you have a solar plant management system that you'd like to share with the judges. So hi, can you hear us? We can see you on the screen. Can we hear you?
Hi,
Say hello.
yes, I can hear you.
Wonderful. And maybe you can try sharing your screen as well. Fantastic. The timer is up in your own time.
All right. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, sponsors, fellow participants. My name is Felix. I'm the lead software engineer here at Faraday, and I will be presenting to you about our product from the Faraday team. But first, let me present the 2 main problems that we want to tackle. The problem with a decentralized power generation system is maintenance, which can cost up to $50 per kilowatt peak per year. And another major problem with renewables is intermittency, meaning there is no guarantee of a continuous energy supply, which can increase the chance of power outages. Now, these problems create 4 derivative issues to be tackled, namely monitoring, predicting future supply availability, reducing operational and maintenance costs, and increasing trust and company reputation. To solve these issues, we want to introduce to you Lensa EMS, Faraday's solar plant management system for industry, leveraging remote data acquisition, machine learning, and remote system control to streamline and automate energy management processes. The system consists of both hardware, such as sensors, transmitters, and microprocessors, and also software, including monitoring and forecasting tools. Our cloud-based infrastructure lets operators monitor their assets from anywhere in the world through our intuitive yet feature-rich interface, helping speed up the onboarding process and saving hours in troubleshooting. Leveraging machine learning, Lensa uses historical data to create accurate solar power forecasts, allowing operators to react to potential supply-demand surges in advance. Lensa's extensibility also allows for future integrations, such as with control systems. Our demo system is currently running, collecting data from a single solar panel in the Prasetya Mulia campus, and the dashboard is publicly available if you log in with the credentials that you see on screen. Our system is also designed to be hardware agnostic, allowing it to integrate with any existing system. We also designed Lensa to be modular, allowing features to be added and removed on demand to customize it to our clients' needs. Our core team members come from various backgrounds and possess a wide range of skills and experiences. We're confident that we've formed the perfect team for this endeavor. Our engineering and business development team come from various backgrounds related to the industry. The team members worked in startups, energy companies, experienced with IoT and robotics, factory management, and creative marketing. Together, we create values through collaborative learning by enterprising. We also have access to our university's resources, experienced mentors, and advisory board, topped with the collaborative STEM laboratory, where we can make use of industry standard tools and hardware and perform various experiments and tests. Furthermore, we also have access to industrial guidance thanks to our university's partnership and MOUs with energy companies, including Medco Energy, Schneider Electric, Dynapack, Hitachi, REC, and of course, Astra Group. Of course, we won't stop here. Once we have the funds, we plan on expanding our team to accelerate our growth, create more value, and innovate in our field. Our pricing strategy consists of a one-time development fee followed by a recurring subscription cost. For the development fee, we charge a small percentage of the plan's total asset value, which varies to accommodate the client's needs for customization. In addition, we charge a fixed subscription fee for software maintenance, as well as additional warranty and support fees for the monitoring hardware. All the manual labor that Lensa automates costs around $10 to $11 per kilowatt peak, which can save solar power plants up to 75% in monitoring cost component of operational and maintenance. This EMS is reduced, the EMS cost is reduced exponentially along with the scale of the power plant. Lensa EMS will always be cheaper compared to manual labor. Furthermore, Lensa EMS will also offer features such as decision-making recommendations and many more. By projecting a rated power peak market graph of around 3 megawatts and 10 to 15% market growth, an initial capital investment of $150,000 will promise returns in Q9. Looking at the graph, with the aforementioned growth rate, we will start seeing a green, clean cash flow in the 5th quarter. In the full version, our system can be ready in less than a month after its initial site survey, where afterwards we design the system before retrofitting them in the plant or plant blueprint. That is all for our presentation. Thank you all for listening. We will now be open for questions.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Our judges in Hong Kong, or maybe Jonathan or Ash online, do you have questions for this team?
I'll jump in with a quick one. Just if you could share a little bit, please, about the competitive landscape, because I haven't come across these types of solutions, and how you might be a little bit different than some of the other solutions that are out there.
For that, my colleague Tobias, can you please?
Hello?
Hi there, we can hear you.
All right, so thank you. Basically, a competitive advantage that we offer is one, intuitive user interface. We designed the interface of dashboard to be easy to understand, so technicians will spend less hours in reading manuals or training, saving costs. Secondly, our system is hardware agnostic, meaning it will work with any type or any size of power plant. For example, if we're using certain products, it's only compatible with this certain type of solar inverter. But our hardware is designed to be hardware agnostic, so that won't be a problem. Thirdly, in the pricing strategy, some some of the similar providers, monitoring providers, usually charge more if you have hardware faulty or hardware you require hardware maintenance. In our strategy, we don't charge extra for replacing hardware faulty or managing hardware maintenance. So because the cost is actually covered in a very small monthly subscription fee.
All right.
So it's not yes.
Thank you very much for your answer. Thank you for your question, Ash. Thank you to the team.
Thank
All
you.
right, judges, we're
Thank
on a
you.
marathon. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. We have 2 more pitches left with our startups. And so we would like to pull up this statement with our business unit, Hong Kong Land. This particular pitch was the most competitive. We received the most number of applications for this. And Hong Kong Land wants to know, how can we automate the supplier and contractor due diligence process while fulfilling ESG standards by leveraging big data analytics and publicly available information? And so here we would like to invite Trade Monday, our challenge statement winner, up onto stage. This is a startup that started in 2017, and they're now interested in scaling their solutions. So we'd like to welcome them to the stage. And turn on your camera and your microphone. Hi there, we can see your screen.
Hello.
Hello, can we hear you?
All right. So hi everyone. I'm founder of Trade Monday. We built a platform called AI-powered supply due diligence platform to help the property management team to settle their problem statements. So from our challenges, we understand that the team is now to assess the supplier and contractor based on the list of the list of code of conduct. So now it take times to manually collect and analyze the data from the various unstructured data from different sources. So the property management team is looking for a magic button to automate such due diligence manual work, but how? So don't panic, we have solutions to build a digital platform to automate this process. We have the data platform to collect the different data aspects from like from the company, project portfolio, court case, environmental and safety from different sources of the data sources, and we that will be included in the local Hong Kong and the China and the globally, because our technology AI process can process the text, conversation, like we have the NLP technology can process the image, annual report, etc. So we can build a platform to build to understand that for the due diligence for the existing supplier assessment and recommend new suppliers. So now I'm going to shift to other screen to the demonstration here. So this is a prototype we built for this challenges. This is the 20 existing supplier of the Hong Kong land. So first, this dashboard that can we access, so give a holistic view that each of the supplier that will be say their valid BR, they have how many they have the labor department conviction record and how many court cases involved, and which one is complied with the ISO 14001 for the environmental and the safety, ISO 45001. And it can help to easy to identify which company that will be fall into different categories. So in the validation, you can see which supply in the validation, etc. So besides the existing contractor, so we also build a recommendation engine to the new supplier that are not using in the Hong Kong land, because we can collect which supplier using by another company, they have different project reference, and also that we can recommend some new contractor to the Hong Kong line. So in terms of code of conduct, we understand that the staff benefit, wages, working hour is one of the matter of the assessment criteria, but actually this is based on the manually self-declaration. But how did you know that the self-declaration is correct? Because especially for the staff of voice. So we collected all the social listening tools to listen to what staff say about their company. So you will understand that what is actually the company look like and how the staff look, understand that what they are feeling working in the company. So for example, like you will see that we collect the staff comment in different company and different of the keywords. For example, like we can easily understand what the staff meaning that which company is the working cultures, and also can see that the positive and the negative comment. So that can easily to cross track what people what the self-declaration, is it the gap, and what is it provide a valid information. So we can use different sources in different environment to cross-track this kind of the code of conduct. So in the ESG page, because ESG is a matter of all listed company, and we build a magic button. So now we understand that what is the ESG dimension to event access to all the list existing vendor is the Hong Kong line. So it based on is that comply with the environmental, the ISO standard, safety standard, and they have some court case in the High Court or the labor department. So when you click the ESG button, so that will be immediate to illustrate which list of the company that will be compliant with all the ESG standards. So that will be easy to understand, and instead the most company that will comply with the ESG standards. So we go to the details page. That will be another magic button is we can down into the contracted view. So in this view, this is a consolidated view that you can see that which for example, like this is the company Atto. So you can see that this is a view that we say whether the BR is it existing vendor, how many court case they involved. So what is the court case that will be collected from the labor department, and it says the positive or negative comment from. So yeah.
Apologies, I must cut you off there. Judges.
Okay.
Do you have a burning question? Karina?
Yeah, can you tell a little bit about your traction? I mean, how many paying customers do you already have?
Let me go back. Actually, one of the customers is Hong Kong Land, because we are also the founders of the HACK.ASIA 2020, and we built our after that we built a project for the One Food Central, and we implement. So that's why we use the same technology to implement for the brand recommendation. So that's why we can build such demonstration for the property management team in just 2 days. And the attractions, you see our investors. We raised fund in United States. We raised funds in Europe. We are the Alibaba company because we are also a support company. So this is what our attractions. Now our ARR currently is 500,000 to $1 million USD in the ARR.
Fantastic, thank you. And yeah. Kathy, did you have one more question?
Yeah, I do. Hi, Trade Monday.
Yep.
So can I understand your AI engine? How do you ensure that the model improves as you continuously collect data? That's one thing. And the second is, I see in the collateral, it says you would be giving out recommendation or even scoring. How do you ensure the scoring is, somehow it represents objectivity and will somehow become maybe like eventually driving towards, a market standard, right?
Yeah.
So how do you ensure that?
Okay, so first, the technology, because we have 3 core technology. First one is the data aggregation. So we have our API and the REST wrapping. So we automatically working on the labeling, cleansing, clustering. So we fully integrated the data source like the e-commerce, social media, and web data source that we can handle it for be it that with Hong Kong Land, because and our clients more focused on the grocery because we work for a different grocery store in Europe. And secondly, our technology is NLP because we also understand that we collect the customer feedback so that we use the NLP technology to like the Cantonese English. So we tune our technology to understand that what is people saying through our customer comments. So NLP is one of the
Thank you very much. I know Kathy's nodding and she's got your answer. Take a breath. I feel out of breath for you. But thank you very much for sharing your time with us.
Thank you.
We will get back to you shortly. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Catch our breath. Last but not least, for our startup track, we have Make My Day. I'm sure we'll make his day if he does win this this final. Hello there. Hi, can we hear you and see you? The question that they're interested in solving for Zhongfu and Cycle and Carriage, they'd like to know, how can we speed up transition to electric vehicle and reduce the carbon footprint of the automotive industry? And with that, we will pass the time to our participant. Hello, hi there. Hello from Hong Kong. Can we hear you and see you?
Yes, hi everyone. My name is Nissan from Tel Aviv, Israel. You see me and the presentation. You can see the presentation. Can you hear me?
Can hear you. We can hear you. Apologies. We'll
Great.
start the timer again because we had a. All right. Thank you very much. Your 5-minute timer starts when you start.
Great. So my name is Nissan. I'm the CEO of the startup Make My Day from Tel Aviv, Israel. And in Make My Day, our goal is to help electric vehicle drivers and fleet and make their life to be easier. So for that, we develop an EV charging optimization, both for the drivers and for the fleets. Today, charging is still one of the main barriers of adoption to electric vehicles. Drivers need to think about where can I find a charging station, when is the best time to charge the vehicle, the range anxiety of the vehicle, what to do while I'm charging, as charging is a long time, you need to wait a long time next to the charging station, different kind of pricing, different kind of charging. So it's still one of the big barriers that the charging is to help to move to electric vehicle. So for us in Make My Day, we believe that in order to provide a full solution regarding the charging, we need first to use very unique data about the customer behavior, about the battery, and to understand what is the needs and the agenda of the drivers and the fleet. So we are connecting to the fleet software management system. We are understanding the needs of the drivers. And now when I know what is the needs, the destination of the drivers, I'm also connecting in real time to the battery status of the vehicle and to the charging station in the local area. And I take all these data to the algorithm we develop, analyze it, and then I can actually provide back for them the full solution regarding the charging. So for example, the driver now can get the optimal route for the whole day, including the charging. So if I'm starting my day, let's say 20 or 30%, and by the way, I know that in Hong Kong, most of the people don't have the option to have their own private charging station at home. So then they will actually need to rebuy about the public charging station, and they will start the day with less charging. Make My Day, we provide them an optimal route for the whole day, everything automatically. We will lead him to the charging station on his route. We will book for him the charging station for the time he will arrive. You don't need to wait if someone else is over there. We will tell them how much to charge and even combine the charging with the things that they need to do, like shopping or mating or eating. So the charging time will be a valuable time for him. Our solution can be implemented into the vehicle. It can be by our application, a white label application, in this case with Daimler and Mercedes-Me. But let's talk about also fleets. Fleets, we see a huge trend today of fleets shifting to electric vehicle, mostly because of two main reasons. One is the reduction of the CO2 they commit, and second one is the cost reduction. And in Make My Day, we not only use help the drivers, we give full solution for the fleet managers and the fleet drivers, including routing, charging, scheduling, and management optimization. First, we have a tool that helps them to make the shifting to electric vehicle. It's a kind of calculator, tell them how much money they will save, how much CO2 they will use, what kind of vehicles, how many charging stations they need to install. And once they now did the shift into electric vehicle, we help the fleet managers to manage the charging of the point of view of the whole fleet. And we provide them ROI positive from day one by doing for them the routing and charging optimization and save a lot of money for the drivers and for the fleets, of course. All our solution can be very easily implemented with our B2B customers by API, by mobile, or with the fleet managers. Our business model is a B2B, mostly license-based. We're working today with OEMs, commercial fleets, energy companies, and more. We operate already in Europe with names like NLX in Italy, Lafarge Olsem around the world, Kia in Israel. Let's talk about CO2 emission, how we can really help to reduce CO2. Today, shifting to electric transport is actually offer a major solution in cutting millions of tons of CO2 emissions, and Make My Day help to do that. But we're not just talking. Our technology actually tested and got labeled by a global organization, and we got an impact label that Make My Day technology help to reduce CO2 and protect the environment. This is an impact label that is very important for us, but also to our B2B customers. A few words about the company. We just finalized actually investment round leading by Chevron. So we will operate with Chevron in the US in the next year. And now we want to go globally more than Europe and Israel. Thank you very much, guys, and please make my day.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. I can see in the audience, Dan, our business unit judges, they're also here to support you. And so now I'll turn the time to our judges here. Any questions for Make My Day? Dr. Nadira.
Yeah, I have a quick question regarding the fleet charging and the shift and fleet management. So is this covering all different kinds of cars and trucks? Is it like commercial, heavy commercial, as well as the just regular vehicles, cars?
Yes, the answer is completely yes. In the end, for us, it doesn't matter what kind of vehicle. We take the data. If it's fleets, it's very easy. We usually integrate with the telematic solution that fleet's already using. We get the battery status. We have the model of the fleet. We know what is the range. Now, once I have the data regarding the range of the vehicle, the battery status in real time, and I'm also connected to the fleet software management system. I know what is the destination. I can take this data to the algorithm and provide back for the drivers and for the fleet managers, first the optimal route, including the charging, when and where to charge. If it's for the fleet managers, I give them data in real time about the status of the battery and when is the best time to charge. I just want to say that it's mostly for commercial fleet. It's better, our solution, mostly in Europe and in the US, it's related to commercial fleet because they have a long distance of driving, less than, let's say, a light vehicle. But for us, we can integrate to any kind of vehicle.
And how exactly do you install the solution? Is there anything that you need to download, that you need to change in the car, or how does it work?
No, it's a software. We don't need anything, actually. Everything is in the cloud. We get the data from the vehicle. Usually, it can be from connected car of the OEMs or with a telematic solution that already implement in the vehicle. That we have the data also in the cloud that we collect of the charging station. Everything is, I can work in Hong Kong with Zhongfu in a few weeks or 2 months. We can implement our solution, helping Zhongfu first to get to the private passenger cars.
Thank
and
you
also
very much. Apologies. We would love for you to come to Hong Kong as well. We hope that our quarantine rules become less restricted. But that wraps up just the startups this afternoon. Again, thank you to Weave Air, Cascadia Scientific, Faraday, and Trade Monday, and Make My Day. And we have no break for our judges. We are moving on to our student innovators and startups. So we have traveled around the world. We've heard from Canada. Where else have we heard from? We've heard from Israel. And now we fly to Indonesia, where we will hear from our first student innovator pitch Daihatsu is interested in learning about how can we accelerate the transition to becoming a carbon neutral automotive manufacturer in Asia. And we have a student here who thinks he has the solution, and he would love to present your idea to you. So, hello, can you hear us? Okay, and can you share we can see your screen. Can we hear from you as well?
Can you hear me? Yes.
Hello, Privio, welcome.
Hello.
Please take the stage, it's yours.
Thank you. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Previa Prakasa. A little bit of background story about this idea. I am from mechanical engineering. My graduate degree. Before my background thesis actually surrounds the manufacturing of a composite material using 3D printer. And what I found is that if I have a really sophisticated 3D printer with a sophisticated modification, it's very hard to outsource a place to actually do printing. And even if I can make multiple printers, it's really hard to actually control all of them. So what I found in this case is this: the problem with 3D printing is 3D printer is very slow. And if we have a massive amount of 3D printer, it's very hassle to control. It's almost not impossible, basically, but it's not really a feasible solution. And if we have also, imagine we have 200 3D printers actually idling, it's very much inefficient in the sense of power consumption because it continues running. And the solution is here is that why not we make a supervisor ecosystem for this 3D printer, hypervisor in this case. So this solution not only integrates into the ecosystem on your production line or in manufacturing, but also enables scaling on the 3D printing capacity itself. So there's three key points on this ecosystem is that one is data driven, second is the modularity of the technology and scalability of the ecosystem. The inspiration that I was actually got from the for this technology is from Docker or Kubernetes, if you are more familiar with it. It's essentially a virtualization of operating system. And if you have an app and you have a really big load, Kubernetes or container, in this case Docker, will automatically scale up the needs for the client and essentially reduces the consumption of it. The modification is very simple. It's just 3D printer combined with a single board computer or anything in that regard. So not only that this 3D printer allows communication between main server, but also it has the capacity to actually have sensors or anything, and the turning off the 3D printer, for example, and essentially collecting all the data needed from the clusters of the 3D printer, or in this case, the containers of 3D printer, but it's physical. And essentially, in the conventional way, 3D printing pipeline workflow is very, very neat human intervention. Start from the CAD model to STL conversion, and then slicing, which is switching between softwares. And in this sense, you can actually automate in the blue box I've shown you here, where the whole thing can be just done within a main server or main processing unit. And it will automatically queue up all the printing needs, and essentially will choose a correct printer based on the operator where it actually needs to be. So it's actually very low energy consumption of this technology, because if the printer actually doesn't really need anything, it doesn't really do anything, it will automatically turn off instead of idling. And because of its data driven, the 3D printer itself will have its own some sort of status on how much it's filament, and essentially the automation of the main server will make sure that it will evenly distribute it across the clusters. And it enables operators to supervise remotely even how the printer is going and everything else is actually going on within the production line. And the modular integration with this, in case if the client actually wants to have robots to fetch the 3D printer, for instance, or have an air conditioning unit to actually climatize the room, it can be integrated with any kind of a direct link with the main server, because we already have the data. I imagine if I become a startup, I will actually provide the services for installation, consultation, and any kind of modification for the printers that actually need it. And the development stage, it's pretty much a lot of research actually need to be done with what kind of 3D printer actually compatible, or any kind of 3D printer actually already compatible and have its own smart system essentially. And that's all from me, I guess.
Thank you so much, Preview. I apologize to the judges. We heard the pitch from Previo. He is working with Isuzu, hoping to work with Isuzu. And his question is, how can we introduce new manufacturing technologies, such as 3D printing, to using in clean energy in car manufacturing? So apologies, it's not the statement that I had written here, but he was talking about 3D printing. So please open to the judges. Are there any questions? Yes, Victor.
Previo, first of all, great job. And love your idea about the agile approach and virtualizing 3D printing. It's a little unclear if you were to take this to a business, how are you going to make money, right? Who are you charging and how are you charging?
So thank you for the question. I would imagine actually, I would supply consultation, installation, and any kind of modification actually need for the customer. And my target customer is actually startups that are actually starting to forming 3D prints, for example, or any kind of manufacturer companies that wants to have a production line that actually requires 3D printing. And this 3D printer actually can be anything, FDM with polymer filament, or even SLS with a metal printing. I would imagine that.
And Privio, have you tested this on any materials? I mean, there's plenty of sort of medical device people who do 3D print titanium knees, and they're serious materials. Does this work on every material?
Yes, in theory, or it's actually can be implemented to any kind of 3D printer available, as far as that 3D printer actually have the capability to, for example, communication to UART or USB or LAN cable. Essentially, any kind of 3D printer, any kind of material can be integrated with this kind of system. That's the main goal of this, why it's called hypervisor.
And do you think it... Sorry.
Jonathan, go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say, are there other similar kind of systems out there, or is yours really groundbreaking?
It's actually already a system that actually are out there for forming and essentially having a main server to control all the printing. But I'm here to fully optimize for like bigger companies that actually need a robust ecosystem.
Thank you very much, Privio. All right. We'll see you a little bit later. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. And now we do talk to our team who is interested in learning about how we do accelerate the transition to becoming a carbon neutral automotive manufacturer in Asia. Daihatsu is the business unit that's put forward the statement, and we invite David from Italy, who will share his idea with us. David, can you hear us and see us okay? We can't quite see you yet or hear you yet. Wonderful. We see that you're sharing your screen. Can you say hi and turn on your camera, maybe? Hello. Hi, we see you. Wonderful.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't speak English. Speak for me, Dean Hallam, okay?
All right. Din, maybe we'll hear from you. Can you turn on your camera and a microphone, please?
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi, we hear you, but very softly. Hello.
Yeah. So can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can see your screen and we can hear you. We'll turn up the volume a little bit in here. And please start. We'll have a timer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for joining us today. So I'm the co-founder of Heterodial. Heterodial is a solution. It has alternator without the stator. It has two rotators rotating against each other. It has the capacity of generating 3 times more energy if you compare with the normal alternators. So what is the problem? Why this solution? Currently, the electricity production is still from fossil fuels, especially from developing countries, and of course in USA and some other countries. But in Europe, they are developing new technologies to reduce the use of fossil fuels. The high rate of harmful emissions comes into the air if we use the fossil fuels
Din,
as
apologies.
an energy source.
Apologies. We can't quite
The
hear you, Din. Maybe if you can come closer to the mic or try something a little bit different. I think we're having a hard time hearing you in Hong Kong.
Okay, so can you hear now?
Much
Is
better.
it better
Thank
now?
you very much. Yes, please continue.
Okay, so the electricity production is still from fossil fuels, especially from developing countries, and of course from Europe. But the Europe has initiative to stop using fossil fuels in 2050. The high rate of harmful emissions comes into the air because of the using of fossil fuels and so many other issues. So the total available market in the electricity vehicle market is 246 billion, whereas our serviceable market is 81 billion. The sports car industry, it has a 31 billion, where the serviceable market is 10 billion for us. In the general car industry, it's 1445 billion, whereas the serviceable market is 411 billion for us. In the renewable energy market, it's 881 billion, whereas the serviceable market for us is 325 billion. Our customer segments, the electric car makers will be really interested to work with us because it has the capacity to speed up the runnings of the car. And in renewable energy companies, they will be really interested to use this technology. Especially the EU and other government, they are interested about the sustainable development and sustainable to obtain the sustainable goal. This technology can really help them. Of course, in household, we can push this technology in households also. So why us and why this technology and why it is the right time to
Hi, Din. Just a quick question. Are you moving your slides? We're still on your first page, title slide.
Yeah, of course, I'm moving my slides.
Ah, we see it now. Why us and why now? But we were stuck on the first slide. No worries. Please go ahead.
So why us and why now? It's cost effective. We can reduce the fuel consumption by 36% in our automotive industries in cars. If we use this technology, it can speed up the process by 3x. It's easy to implement, especially if we it can be implemented in areas like solar power and the wind energy. So we can produce more energy in the renewable energy market. It's environmentally friendly, and and we can be so. How this can be implemented in different segments, like in car industry, we can use this technology to speed up the cars. Like suppose a car can run 50 kilometers with 2 liters of fuel, but with our technology, it can be like 100 kilometers with the same consumption, like 2 liters of energy. It can be implemented in wind industry, like in turbines. Hello.
Hello, we can hear you.
Okay, so we can build and sell many or large wind turbines in different locations. Right now, it's the size of the wind turbines is a big problem. Also, that there is a big initial investment like 1 to 2 million euros or dollars to implement wind turbines. But with our technology, it can substantially lower.
All right. Thank you,
Like
Din.
50,000 euros.
Thank you so much. I know we've had a bit of problem hearing you, but don't worry, our judges are on their iPads. They're looking at the information that you have submitted if the technology failed us a little bit on the sound side. So to our judges, do you have any questions for this team? Yes, Jonathan.
Yes, hi. I'm just wondering how far you've developed the prototype for this and to what extent it's been adopted or tested by businesses.
So we are working with Stanley Electronics. Stanley is one of the biggest group from Japan. They have a facility for they have a automotive in this automotive section. We are working with them, so we are testing we're testing the prototype in that. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
So we are testing the prototype in their factories. Yeah.
Great, thank you very much.
Can you just give us a quick, how does it work?
Yeah, of course. Can you see the screen now?
Yes, we can see this.
So if you see the left-hand side corner, the device looks like this. I hope you can see that.
Yes.
Yes, we can see that.
So when the when it rotates,
All right. We can't hear you if you're speaking, but we can see your
Yeah.
screen. There you go.
So we have a double rubber clinging on the tire. So when the tire will compress an air cushion inside the cylinder, this will push the piston, pushes inside it with the outmost toothing. So it will speed up the process of the tires. That's how it can be the speed up by 3x depending on the cars.
All right. Thank you very
Up to
much.
3x. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Don't worry, our judges are busy on their iPads reading what they might not have heard. And so, with that, we will go to, thank you so much, the third student and innovator pitch. Again, we're inviting a student from Indonesia to join us. And the question that we're interested in hearing about is, how can we provide renewable power solutions to replace fossil fuels and provide electrification through smart microgrids? All right, and so we have Muchamed, a student from Indonesia, joining us. Hello, hi there. Can you hear us and see us?
Yes, is my voice is clear?
We can hear you very clearly. Your timer is on the screen. Start when you're ready.
Okay. This is Adult village. The electricity is powered by PLN grid. But if the organization arrives, the frequency power of the system will be the outage, and then this is the big problem. The main solution now are to implement the microgrid with the energy storage system. However, there is still some problem. My name is Muhammad Iqbal Sofyan. I will try to solve the problem. So the most common energy storage system nowadays is lithium-ion battery, but the cost is still too expensive. So we want to make a cheaper solution that we will use the lead-acid battery. But the lead-acid battery have disadvantage compared to lithium-ion battery because it has lower efficiency, limited cycle life, risk of discharge, slower charge rate, and low energy density. So the idea is to implement the XGBoost machine learning method and virtual inertial control technology to the battery control system of the US calcium battery pack. With the advantage is with microgrid system stability, advanced charge forecasting, longer battery lifetime, and stable charge and discharge rate. And after doing some research, I found out that implementation of the XGBoost programming logic to the FPGA and intelligent electronic device is the best solution to make GS calcium battery pack be the best solution for the PV battery. And virtual inertia control strategy is be used to make the microgrid have good stability like a synchronous generator. So the fuel agent can sense the electricity like in the capital city, like in Jakarta or Hong Kong. And this is my solution. So it is same as the common microgrid, but with XGBoost logic, the FPGA we are now we will train in, and we will know when is the best time to use battery pack to charge and discharge. So there is no wasting of battery cycle. Then the battery lifetime will live longer. And then virtual inertia control is used to make the solar panel output and GS calcium battery pack have virtual inertia. And GS calcium battery can be the market leader because GS calcium battery is cheaper than acrylic battery. The BCS has a virtual inertia to make the frequency maximal, and the implementation of XGBoost logic can help BCS to predict energy dispatch characteristics. And compared to Apex solution, BCS is the best performance and most economic solution for microgrid because it has all the advantage of the solution before, and with the low cost of investment because the LCOE we get is about up to 2,000 rupiah per kilowatt-hour. And this is why GS battery can be the market leader of microgrid controller because our solution is smart enough, and our solution is have lower cost than other solution. And this is the implementation plan. The first is to design. It takes 1 month, and then simulating our system 3 months, and then testing our prototype 4 months, and deploying the solution to the microgrid in Indonesia. It is a continuous development. So this is the business model. We will invite the local partner of who have the abandoned GS calcium battery to invest in us. They will get 40% of revenue per value of invested GS calcium, and we will build the microgrid and sell electricity through the microgrid, and we will get 1,000 until 2,000 rupiah per kilowatt-hour. And this is our festival forecasting for 50 village case. So the IRR we get is 26%. And market opportunity of the microgrid in Indonesia is very big. So if you want to expand, there is a $31 billion market microgrid in Indonesia, and there is still 150,000 households in Indonesia. So that's all my presentation. Thank you for the time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think you flew through that. Our judges here are probably digesting some of your content at the moment. And do we have a question? Yes, we do, from Victor.
Hi. How do you scale? Because if I understand your technology correctly, right? You use lead acid battery, and so is there a limitation to space versus how much energy you can store and recharge?
Okay. So for the lead acid battery, the main concern is very high depth of discharge. So it is only have 50% of the optimal set of charge and discharge. So we can make the control system to assign. So we have some of GS calcium that is make array in series and parallel. So the BCS can assign where is the GS calcium which is ready to charge on discharge, and to the solution for the space because GS calcium have lower energy density, so we can replace the shape of the battery storage container. It is can have more height and with the unique shape because this space is main concern. And for energy density, that is still a big problem because we must change the entire of the component or element inside the GS calcium battery. But in the development, I will first implement the XGBoost machine learning logic for this solution.
All right. Thank you very much for your answer, and thank you for your presentation.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. We will speak with you shortly. Thank you very, very much. All right. Judges, we are almost there. We have 2 more students left, and you would have heard all 10 pitches after that. We are welcoming pitch number 9. We have a team called In My Palm with team members from Kenya, Indonesia, and China. And they're here to tell us their idea about how we can build a digital solution to foster partnerships with local communities while improving supply chain traceability. And this is with PAMA, one of our business units down in Indonesia. So, hi there. Hello, In My Palm. We can see your screen. Maybe we want to turn on your camera and say hi, and also maybe we can hear you.
I have poor connection.
You have poor connection. Hi, Alan. Hello.
So I'll take you through our presentation.
Please go ahead.
Hello, my name is Alan Koth. I'm from In My Palm team, and we are determined to bring supply chain sustainability to your palms. With the renewed push for climate action, it is essential for organizations like Astra to ensure that their supply chain is sustainable. Unfortunately, Astra still depends on manual methods, and this makes them vulnerable to high operation costs as well as fragmented and inefficient supply chain. On the flip side, farmers are also price sensitive, and their loyalty is determined by who is willing to pay the highest price for their produce. This is unsustainable for Astra, since it leads to unpredictable collection volume as well as low margins. To address this challenge, we designed In My Palm, a blockchain-based platform that sources data from satellite, third-party data providers, to map out the sustainability score of every partner in palm oil supply chain. Additionally, to gain farmers' loyalty, we provide farmers with loyalty points, which can redeem to get free fertilizer and seedlings, as well as benefit from digital learning resources and the best farming practices that will result in higher yields. This is how it works. A farmer will simply log into the app and provide farm details like farm size, GPS coordinates. On our end, we'll use this information to source biodiversity, carbon footprint, and human labor data, and later aggregate them to come up with a sustainability score. When buying, mills and intermediaries can log on to the app, check respective farmers' sustainability score, and later reward them with loyalty points, in which they can redeem to get free fertilizer and seedlings. Currently, majority of the mills and intermediaries depend on manual methods to trace their supply chain sustainability, and this leaves them unable to both incomplete data and high fragmented supply chain. We take pride in the fact that In My Palm streamlines supply chain traceability while empowering local farmers to adopt sustainable and responsible farming methods. Additionally, In My Palm is not limited to palm oil. It can also be applied to map out gold, copper supply chain, among other products that Jardines deals with. In our solution, Astra mandates mills and intermediaries to buy FFB that was sustainably and responsibly sourced. And to accomplish this, they'll need to access farmer sustainability score on our platform, in which we plan to charge a fee to access. With adoption of In My Palm, Astra will be able to reduce the paperwork and human capital associated with manual supply chain and traceability, as well as save time, resulting into more than 60% in cost reduction. In the little time we've had, we've been able to define the business concept and design a small mock-up of a solution. And we are looking to build our prototype and pilot later in the quarter with Astra. And to see this solution through, we have Alan Okoth, who's a blockchain developer, Kaidiru, a sustainability consultant, and Almira, an industrial designer. Thank you. This is a video indicating how our solution works. So this is the place where the farmers enter their farm details.
All right, thank you. We can see that video. Sorry, go ahead.
The time is not ended. The time has not ended.
Sure, go ahead.
So this is the products that we are tracing. And so this for the supply, the palm oil supply chain, you include that if, for example, there is child labor, you'll get less ratings. For the intermediary, the sustainability score, and also for the milling factory and the processing plant. They all get sustainability score. That is, we assess their activities if they are sustainable or not. Yes, that is from us.
Thank you very much. Questions from our judges?
Yeah, thank you very much. Quick question. So is all the data self-declared? And for the non-self-declared data, in terms of data integrity, how do you go about it?
To verify that the data is valid, for biodiversity and deforestation, for that we use satellites to sort that data. And for data on human labor, that we have to go on the ground and collect that data.
And how? On the ground, so you deploy your own, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And do you have any IoT devices in the actual forests picking up any other sensors for you?
At the moment, the only IoT component is the one that's connected with the weighing scale, because at the moment, the process of buying the FFB is pretty manual, whereby the farmer goes to the intermediary, and then they are sent to weigh their produce at the mills and then sent back to the intermediary. So our solution has an IoT component whereby once the FFB are weighed, they are transmitted to our system and they are able to calculate the final buying price.
Thank you very much. Do we have any other questions from our judges?
Maybe I have one. Hi, Ellen. I'm just curious, how would you onboard the farmers? Assuming that farmers all their lives, they work on the farm, but how do you make sure that they become, relatively more tech savvy and be able to operate the app and also recognize the sustainability score that you're going to be given to them? I just thinking about the onboarding experience of those farmers.
Will I be allowed to? I see my time has ended. Can I finish up on that? So at the moment, the farmers are very price sensitive and they are looking, and they sell their produce to whoever is going to give the highest buying price for their produce. And so to try to tame them, we had the idea of loyalty points, whereby the more they sell their produce to Astra, the more loyalty points they earn. And we also factor in the sustainability score.
All right.
And so this will attract them so that they try to ensure sustainable and responsible farming methods, since higher sustainability score means that they'll get higher points. And higher points means that they'll be able to earn fertilizer and seedlings.
Thank you, Alan.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing that with us. All right. And
welcome.
Thank you, thank you. We will speak to you a little bit later. And our final pitch of the day, you have heard 9 wonderful pitches. Our last pitch today is from another student and innovator. And the business unit that has asked the question is Jardine Restaurant Group and Mandarin Oriental. And they would like to know, how can we reduce food waste in the F&B, food and beverage industry, and hospitality industry? And this was one of the more popular applications, definitely a very tough competition here. And we have a team brought to us from students in the US, in the UK. The team is Team Sustaina. Hi, Team Sustaina. Hi there, we can see your screen. Hello. Hello, we can hear you as well. You have 5 minutes on the clock. Please start in your own time.
Thank you. Hi everyone, we're Sustaina and we aim to reduce waste from the top. From the analysis about the prompt, we have hypothesized 2 possible pain points that restaurants may consider. One is how much to order. Restaurants might not have sufficient data to inform them of how much to order of each ingredient to balance between freshness of food arriving on time to serve the demand, and having sufficient quantity for that demand, not too much that food will be spoiled and not too little that there will be a deficit. And pain point 2, the inventory might spoil nonetheless. Raw ingredients that's left in the inventory might spoil, and this contributes to 21% of total food waste. This has significant business and environmental impacts. Environmental because spoiled food is less efficient and there's less possible options to manage waste. And it affects businesses because spoiled food has not been paid by the customer, whereas something like plate waste technically has no business loss since the customer has fully paid for the dish. So this is essentially free waste. Because of this, we have developed a modular system that covers these 2 pain points. Each of the box represents a module, a totally independent module, but of course together they work in an automated and integrated way to help reduce the 2 pain points. Firstly, the software system comprises of these 4 modules. The predictive system actively makes prediction according to an algorithm in order to calculate the amount to order of each ingredient. This, combined with the just-in-time ordering mechanism, allows the system to recommend when to order as late as possible, because lateness not only ensures freshness of food when the restaurant needs it, but ensures that more data is available to increase accuracy. The system then notifies the IMS, the inventory management system, which is essentially the memory store of the solution. This system keeps track of inventory and displays inventory in real time. It keeps track of the expected deliveries, information presented from the predictive system, the expected stock level, and then calculates the deviation from actual stock level and expected stock level as predicted by the predictive system. This information is then used in the dynamic menu system, which calculates a sustainability score of each dish. This score represents the importance or the environmental impact of each dish on the menu. A higher score would mean if the customer were to choose that dish, they would have larger environmental food waste savings than one with a lower sustainability score. The dynamic menu creates this score using the deviations from the IMS and other data such as expiry dates of each ingredient, and then picks a selection of dishes from a list of possible dishes to be put on that menu, and this updates daily. There's also a reservation system, which is already commonly in place, but this one is fully integrated with the other modules and provides additional information for the predictive system. The other non-technical, more behavioral sides uses research-informed nudges. We add to the dynamic menu system the sustainability score presented in an easy to see and clear way to help customers gauge different dishes and how sustainable it might be to help with their choices. And there's a possibility to add dynamic pricing to each menu. So a menu with higher sustainability score would be 10% less in price, for example. The score itself can also be tracked live, real time by the waiter staff. And because it changes hourly, the staff can be incentivized to recommend dishes with higher sustainability scores to customers to help get those dishes out and reduce excess supply. There's also seasonal menu creation, which is essentially creating a menu at the beginning, which incorporates a variety of ingredients so that the dynamic menu system can incorporate it together in each daily menu. The data points we'll get as follows. These are all available for the restaurant managers and the chefs to see. Taking a look at a short demonstration of a case study, first the customer orders through a dedicated app. They can pre-order so that the dynamic system knows what to expect and how to distribute each supply in the future. When the customers arrive, this is what I was mentioning, the sustainability scale presented as dots to help show more sustainable dishes. And when they order, this is when the staff can help recommend dishes according to the real-time tracking shown by the dynamic menu system. And at the end, there's a little feedback to help regular customers come back and continue to minimize waste. The system is very easy to implement with customizability.
I'm going to have to cut you off there. Apologies.
Of course.
All right, judges. You have 2 minutes to ask your burning questions. Go ahead.
Well, I think if you can continue with that slide, because that was one of the questions on how do you implement it on a customer side.
I'll talk about these steps here. So because of its modular system, we'll have to first discuss with each restaurant what their needs are, what their objective, what their goals would be, the demographic, for example. And then we would continue to customize and install the solution. And this would include manual customizations that are made to the code base to match the restaurant's needs. And the installation of the relevant data collection systems. There'll be a next step where the system is trained using data from that particular restaurant so that the whole system can be customized to that particular restaurant and its patterns. There's the next step, which is system refining, which is where the system is switched on, but it's still closely monitored. So this is where the system begins to actually provide a score to use. And in the end, we have a fully functioning holistic solution.
Hi, if I may. Yeah, hi, this is Kathy. I just wonder, so this is a solution to address the food wastage, right? Will there be any difference when it comes to system design, logic design, if this application or this system, this solution is being offered to, say, KFC, which is a fast food chain, versus, say, Mandarin Oriental, a 6-star hotel, that's not going to have, they're going to switch manual, like maybe every other month. So, there is a lot of customization, maybe. So I just wonder if you're, what tier of restaurants or F&B outlets that you're addressing, and how do you accommodate different tiers of, potential customers?
Yeah, so the system we developed is a modular system. So that means that even though it works well together, each restaurant can look at it and say, this part we already have a system for, or this part we don't really have to implement, and they can implement the parts differently. And each part are also designed so that you can just give it an input, and it will always try its best to come up with the output. So during the initial discussion phase, we can go through what the system can do, and we can try giving it some data to see if it matches your business or not.
I guess maybe it's food for thought, because your system training takes 3 to 4 months. So in some cases, it may, you may need to tweak or tune or, just branch out different modules in order to go to market.
Thank you very, very, very much.
Thank you. Brilliant idea. Yes, I love it.
Teams, judges, we have done something incredible. We have listened to 10 fantastic speeches. We will now cut to a break. Audience members, we are going to put our judges into a room where they will have to deliberate and pick one student winner and one startup winner. So in that time, please stay tuned. We're going to put some heat on the judges and cut the intermission, and we will be back here in 20 minutes time at a 6:30 sharp start, Hong Kong time. So audience members, please stay in the chat, say hi to us. We will chauffeur our judges away now. Thank you very much. We will see you shortly.
to create, to collaborate,
to innovate, to go beyond,
learn something new,
to challenge and transform systems.
Asia is a large, growing, yet fragmented market. If there's one thing that drives all Asians, it is the will to be better. And we at Jardines firmly believe that we can be better and will be better. With this idea came the birth of HACK.ASIA, with the tagline of Shaping Asia's Tomorrow.
Both companies have been long-term partners and have very substantial presence in Singapore, but henceforth going forward, to bring the collaboration even more into the realm of innovation, I think is really the way to go. To bring innovation then to the community, to the students, is certainly the way to go. So for that, again, a big thank you for the partnership for both Daimler as well as Jardine Medicine.
Welcome to HACK.ASIA Singapore 2019.
The challenges for business, challenges for community, challenges for society, challenges for our environment are really complex.
We believe that as students, you're empowered to change our society for the better. We've actually received 800 applications from 23 different countries. 36 teams, so 120 participants.
And you guys will have time to talk to your challenge owners, clarify with them any questions you may have. They may also give you feedback that is necessary to improve along the way.
Kick off the official 24 hours in a few seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Our mentors are extremely helpful, and I really love receiving mentorship under them because they provide a lot of guidance and they really can anticipate our needs.
The mentors that are assigned to this team, because they are industry experts.
It was tough to look at the data because, as you know, they give us the data in a very short interval so that there are lots of data.
Very excited to see what ideas will come up, and it will be a pleasure being around and seeing tomorrow after 24 hours of hacking.
Please join us for the last 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and over! Well done, everybody!
Just a reminder, you will have 3 minutes to pitch and 2 minutes for questions.
So how can we implement the idea? So first of all, just like we are aiming to change the pump at night.
Who wants to take this project, so they'll be deploying their own cars for the initial product, and we'll get all the unsafe zone that we can get, as many as we can.
The light is going to show maybe say a green color that shows that yes, there's SKUs down there in the shelf. But the moment there's no more SKUs down there, it will maybe show a red color.
Also have given you opportunity to really learn about how it goes in the real world. Oftentimes we don't really have all the data, all the solutions, but what you have shown us with your creativity, ideas, and passion was really a stimulus and inspiration for us all, and particularly I think for us that are working every day to see what you can do even in a very, very short time and inspire us with new ideas that can help us.
So you will have the chance, the winners of this grand prize, to join us to Barcelona, to be with us on a booth and to showcase your idea.
Okay, all of you are winners because you have had the opportunity to come here to participate, to learn, to experience, and to make new friends.
So
I really feel like I came in for the end event rather than being part of the whole experience. But what an amazing set of teams, what an amazing set of entries. Really, really high quality. And actually what I really loved was the mix of startups, the student teams, great. And actually some awesome teams regardless of their experience, some really, really strong entries.
I think it was a very interesting virtual experience for us. I mean, in a COVID-19 experience, I think there's a lot that's changing in the world, and Jeff saw this challenge on Facebook, and it was 2 days before the deadline, and we thought, we'll just give it a try. And Jeff being a car enthusiast, we saw there was a gym challenge that is about changing the showroom, so I think we found it very exciting.
The advice that you would be giving to the audience? Why should they join a hackathon?
When you want to join a hackathon, right, you must have a clear goal and most importantly, work together with your teammates and also your mentor. And most importantly, I feel like you should just take it as a learning experience and have fun.
I think sprints are always awesome, having a clear goal, having a clear objective we want to reach for, and then just go for it, right? And sometimes, some people say don't trust your instinct, but I think with only 36 hours, sometimes you do have to be confident in what your solution is and just go for it and build a great demo and hopefully just hope for the best.
So rather than saying, come on, do an internship, get my coffee in the morning and, and find a bunch of magazine articles for me, we want to give them little problem statements and just give them a 1-week sprint. So if it's a 6-week internship, they might have 6 different things that they prototype for us, sort of trying to bottle and then channel that energy back into our business. They seem to embody the kind of energy and enthusiasm and spirit of collaboration that we were trying to extract for our staff in our own problem statement. So there's really, why not try to tap into that as much as possible?
The talent, the solutions, the technologies applied. It's still amazing that people can do this in 36 hours. Every single one of our companies had a real challenges they wanted to address, and the solutions that came to us at the end were just right on the mark, totally implementable. They nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. It was super hard to judge the last one because there were so many great angles taken to the real life solutions that are facing these companies today. It's inspiring.
To create, to collaborate.
To innovate.
To go beyond.
Learn something new.
To challenge and transform systems.
Asia is a large, growing, yet fragmented market. If there's one thing that drives all Asians, it is the will to be better. And we at Jardines firmly believe that we can be better and will be better. With this idea came the birth of HACK.ASIA, with the tagline of Shaping Asia's Tomorrow.
Both companies have been long-term partners and have very substantial presence in Singapore, but henceforth going forward, to bring the collaboration even more into the realm of innovation, I think is really the way to go. To bring innovation then to the community, to the students, is certainly the way to go. So for that, again, a big thank you for the partnership for both Daimler as well as Jardines Medicine.
Welcome to HACK.ASIA Singapore 2019.
The challenges for business, challenges for community, challenges for society, challenges for our environment are really complex.
We believe that as students, you're empowered to change our society for the better. We've actually received 800 applications from 23 different countries. 36 teams, so 120 participants.
And you guys will have time to talk to your challenge owners, clarify with them any questions you may have. They may also give you feedback that is necessary to improve along the way.
Kick off the official 24 hours in a few seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Our mentors are extremely helpful. And I really love receiving mentorship under them because they provide a lot of guidance and they really can anticipate our needs.
The mentors that are assigned to this team, because they are industry experts.
It was tough to look at the data because, as you know, they give us the data in a very short interval so that there are lots of data.
Very excited to see what ideas will come up, and it will be a pleasure being around and seeing tomorrow after 24 hours of hacking.
Please join us for the last 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and over! Well done, everybody!
Just a reminder, you will have 3 minutes to pitch and 2 minutes for a question.
So how can we implement the idea? So first of all, because we are aiming to change the pump at night.
Who wants to take this project, so they'll be deploying their own cars for the initial product, and we'll get all the unsafe zone that we can get, as many as we can.
The light's going to show maybe say a green color that shows that yes, there's SKUs down there in the shelf. But the moment there's no more SKUs down there, it will maybe show a red color.
Also given you opportunity to really learn about how it goes in the real world. Oftentimes we don't really have all the data, all the solutions, but what you have shown us with your creativity, ideas, and passion was really a stimulus and inspiration for us all, and particularly I think for us that are working every day to see what you can do even in a very, very short time and inspire us with new ideas that can help us.
So you will have the chance, the winners of this grand prize, to join us to Barcelona, to be with us on a booth and to showcase your idea.
Okay, all of you are winners because you have had the opportunity to come here to participate, to learn, to experience, and to make new friends.
So I really feel like I came in for the end event rather than being part of the whole experience. But what an amazing set of teams, what an amazing set of entries. Really, really high quality. And actually what I really loved was the mix of startups, the student teams, great. And actually some awesome teams regardless of their experience, some really, really strong entries.
I think it was a very interesting virtual experience for us. I mean, in a COVID-19 experience, I think there's a lot that's changing in the world, and Jeff saw this challenge on Facebook, and it was 2 days before the deadline, and we thought, you know, we'll just give it a try. And Jeff being a car enthusiast, we saw there was a gym challenge that is about changing the showroom, so I think we found it very exciting.
The advice that you would be giving to the audience? Why should they join a hackathon?
When you want to join a hackathon, right, you must have a clear goal and most importantly, work together with your teammates and also your mentor. And most importantly, I feel like you should just take it as a learning experience and have fun.
I think sprints are always awesome. Having a clear goal, having a clear objective we want to reach for, and then just go for it, right? And sometimes, you know, some people say don't trust your instinct, but I think with only 36 hours, sometimes you do have to be confident in what your solution is and just go for it and build a great demo and hopefully just hope for the best.
So rather than saying, come on, do an internship, get my coffee in the morning and, you know, and find a bunch of magazine articles for me. We want to give them little problem statements and just give them a 1 week sprint. So if it's a 6 week internship, they might have 6 different things that they prototype for us. Sort of trying to bottle and then channel that energy back into our business. They seem to embody the kind of energy and enthusiasm and spirit of collaboration that we were trying to extract for our staff in our own problem statement. So there's really, you know, why not try to tap into that as much as possible?
The talent, the solutions, the technologies applied, it's still amazing that people can do this in 36 hours. Every single one of our companies had a real challenges they wanted to address, and the solutions that came to us at the end were just right on the mark, totally implementable, they nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. It was super hard to judge the last one because there were so many great angles taken to the real life solutions that are facing these companies today. It's inspiring.
To create, to collaborate.
To innovate. To go beyond.
Learn something new.
To challenge and transform systems.
Asia is a large, growing, yet fragmented market. If there's one thing that drives all Asians, it is the will to be better. And we at Jardines firmly believe that we can be better and will be better. With this idea came the birth of HACK.ASIA with the tagline of Shaping Asia's Tomorrow.
Both companies have been long-term partners and have very substantial presence in Singapore, but henceforth going forward, to bring the collaboration even more into the realm of innovation, I think is really the way to go. To bring innovation then to the community, to the students, is certainly the way to go. So for that, again, a big thank you for the partnership for both Daimler as well as Jardines Medicine.
Welcome to HACK.ASIA Singapore 2019.
The challenges for business, challenges for community, challenges for society, challenges for our environment are really complex.
We believe that as students, you're empowered to change our society for the better. We've actually received 800 applications from 23 different countries. 36 teams, so 120 participants.
And you guys will have time to talk to your challenge owners, clarify with them any questions you may have. They may also give you feedback that is necessary to improve along the way.
Kick off the official 24 hours in a few seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Our mentors are extremely helpful, and I really love receiving mentorship under them because they provide a lot of guidance and they really can anticipate our needs.
The mentors that are assigned to this team, because they are industry experts.
It was tough to look at the data because, as you know, they give us the data in a very short interval so that there are lots of data.
Very excited to see what ideas will come up, and it will be a pleasure being around and seeing tomorrow after 24 hours of hacking.
Please join us for the last 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and over! Well done, everybody!
Just a reminder, you will have 3 minutes to pitch and 2 minutes for a question.
So how can we implement the idea? So first of all, just like we are aiming to change the pump at night.
Who wants to take this project, so they'll be deploying their own cars for the initial product, and we'll get all the unsafe zone that we can get, as many as we can.
The light is going to show maybe say a green color that shows that yes, there's SKUs down there in the shelf. But the moment there's no more SKUs down there, it will maybe show a red color.
Also given you opportunity to really learn about how it goes in the real world. Oftentimes we don't really have all the data, all the solutions, but what you have shown us with your creativity, ideas, and passion was really a stimulus and inspiration for us all, and particularly I think for us that are working every day to see what you can do even in a very, very short time and inspire us with new ideas that can help us.
So you will have the chance, the winners of this grand prize, to join us to Barcelona, to be with us on a booth and to showcase your idea.
Okay, all of you are winners because you have had the opportunity to come here to participate, to learn, to experience, and to make new friends.
So I really feel like I came in for the end event rather than being part of the whole experience. But what an amazing set of teams, what an amazing set of entries. Really, really high quality. And actually what I really loved was the mix of startups, the student teams, great. And actually some awesome teams regardless of their experience, some really, really strong entries.
I think it was a very interesting virtual experience for us. I mean, in a COVID-19 experience, I think there's a lot that's changing in the world, and Jeff saw this challenge on Facebook, and it was 2 days before the deadline, and we thought, we'll just give it a try. And
all right, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Our judges have finished their deliberation. And again, we want to thank all of you for your innovative ideas, your solutions, putting your time and effort into listening to all of our keynote speeches, to spending the time with us and our coaches, and really investing in helping us make a sustainable and build a sustainable future. And also thank you to everyone on the business side who has spent their time and effort in mentoring all of our startups and our students. So, we have arrived at the big important part of the day, a little bit behind schedule. We do apologize, but a quick recap of the prizes. Right now, we will be distributing the prizes for our statement challenge winners. And I have here with Janice, who will explain a little bit more about the prizes. So we will be distributing our startup challenge statement prizes shortly. Janice, what will our startups win?
Yeah, so for all the startup winners, you actually already got some support already from the mentorship and the coaching and the advice from some of our businesses, and you will win the challenge statement. We hope that you continue the conversation to see if there's any proof of concept opportunities that you guys can collaborate together, so together we can create a new solutions that might be more scalable.
Fantastic, and at this point, we would like to invite our judges up to please present the prizes to our startups. And so our judges we would invite them to up to the stage, please, as well as our startup winners. So these are all the people who spoke to us today. Judges, please come up and present the certificates to our startups, please. If we can invite all the judges up to the stage, thank you very much. Our judges here have certificates for you. Thank you all so much. You are all winners of our challenge statement. This is our small certificate, and we will find a way to get them to you. We would just like to invite everyone to the stage for a picture. This is no substitute for a real life picture, but it will have to do. If you'd like to turn on your camera, Stephen, Trade Monday, everyone there. We'd love to take a picture with you. Thank you so much. Again, we loved hearing your ideas. And they have certificates for you. Thank you very much. Let's smile on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, smile. And one more. 1, 2, 3, smile. All right, thank you so much to our judges. We would also love to take one at a time photos with you. So maybe let's have Make My Day go first. Make My Day, your award is presented by Victor from Microsoft. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Make My Day, there we go, fantastic. 1, 2, 3, smile, and one more. 2, 3, smile. Fantastic. Thank you very, very much. And now we have Anne with Weaver. Weaver, fantastic. Thank you so much, Weaver. Congratulations. We see you on the screen. Big smiles. 1, 2, 3. And one more. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. We'll invite our next judge. Trade Monday, Kathy from Google. Thank you very much. Trade Monday. Big smiles. That's not, sorry, we're just switching out. We'd like to welcome Trade Monday to the stage. 1, 2, 3, smile. Fabulous. One more. 1, 2, 3, smile. Thank you. And more. Thank you very much. And now we would like to invite Trade Monday's on the screen. All right, Trade Monday. And our judge is Kathy. That wasn't Trade Monday?
No, it's Trade Monday just now. We have another.
All right, we'll smile. 1, 2, 3, and smile. And 1, 2, 3, smile. Thank you very much. I know, it's a little bit ironic, but thank you very much. And the next one is?
Let's pick the next one and we'll see. That's gonna be Faraday coming up.
Faraday, you're on stage. Hello, hi there. Let's get a lovely photo with you. We have Karina presenting your award from W Hub. Well done, congratulations. Let's take a photo. Let's smile. 1, 2, 3, and smile. And one more. Smile. Fantastic. Thank you very much. And that is, and Cascadia Scientific. Is that her? Fantastic. And your award is presented by Dr. Nadira, our sustainability guru. Let's take a picture. Smile and smile. Fantastic. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you to all our judges. All right. Now let's also take this time to thank all of our student and innovator challenge statement winners. Janice, what do our student innovator challenge statement winners get?
So thank you all for all the great ideas from all the students and innovators out there. So if you win the challenge statement, you will actually have a cash prize of $2,500. And in addition, if you are students, do stay connected with us. We hope that you might be wanting to work with us someday. If you want to check out, we will actually share a brochure from our HR team telling you all the career opportunities here you can find with us with Jardines.
All right, thank you, Janice. And at this time, we'd like to invite all of our student innovators on stage as well. Our judges now have these fabulous checks to give to our student innovators. All right, these are some large checks. So our first check Anne is holding is awarded to In My Palms. In My Palms. Congratulations. We would love to take a photo with you. We'll pin you up on the screen. Let's look right ahead, Anne, and we'll get a picture. Fantastic. We see you. All right. Big smiles. 1, 2, 3. And one more. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations. Thank you so much, In My Palms. Bear with us. Our next winner is Sustaina. Sustaina, congratulations. Karina is coming up on the stage from W Hub. She has a huge check for you. If we turn on your cameras, fantastic. Hello there. Big smiles. 1, 2, 3, and one more. 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. Thank you very, very much. And one more photo. Oh, the other teammate, of course. Hi there. We'll get one photo with you. Big smiles. 1, 2, 3, and one more. 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Previo, congratulations. Dr. Nadira here with your prize. We'd love to take a photo with you. Big smiles. 1, 2, 3, and one more. 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. And one more prize to give. David from Toradal. Victor from Microsoft is here to provide you with your large check. We can see you. Fantastic. We would love to take a picture with you. And big smile. 1, 2, 3. And one more. Thank you very, very much. Last but not least, Muchadal. Thank you, Muchadal. Hi, we've got Kathy here. She's got a big prize for you. Thank you so much. 1, 2, 3, big smiles. And 1, 2, 3, big smiles. Fantastic. Thank you so much to our judges and all of our startups and students. Thank you for putting in the time and effort into putting the challenge statements together. All right, that was a bit of a marathon. Here we are. We have arrived at the grand final winner announcement. Before we get into that, can we invite the judges back to the stage? Please, we would love to hear a little bit about what went behind into your deliberations, maybe a little bit of reflection. And we'll get some microphones for the judges, please. All right, I'll pass the time to Janice.
Great. So like just now in the briefing room, actually we had a very heated discussion because I think the judges all agree, all of the startups as well as all the students and innovators, all of your ideas actually have a great potential. So it was a very difficult decision for the team here to make. So I think before going into what you guys have been waiting for so long, which is who is actually the HACK.ASIA 2022 grand finalists, actually, we might actually invite some of the judges to give you guys some comments and advice before we get to this big moment. So maybe we'll start off with the startup track. So I know like Nadira as well as Karina, you guys have actually some suggestions and feedback for the different teams. I know that you guys won't be disclosing the teams yet, but maybe it's good for you to give some general feedback and encouragement to the different teams. And then later we will have you to explain more about why you picked that particular selected winner.
Maybe you can go ahead and start as our guest.
No, thank you very much. Well, first of all, congratulations to all of the teams. It was really, really interesting to see how you're going to solve the problems that were brought to you. Obviously, when we look into the different solutions that were presented was in terms of how do we think innovative and really spot on they are to solve the problem, and then further on, making sure that you will have a sustainable business model. How easy is it to scale big and fast, and is it something that's going to help make you money and make also Jardines, of course, save a lot of money or make more money? So these were some of the things that we looked into. We obviously also took the team, your own background into account to see how are you well equipped to solve all the challenges that are still in front of you. But so these were all of the different elements, and we did had a very interesting discussion, right? Not totally unanimous, but I think mostly aligned, right?
And with that, maybe we can get right to it. The startup winner, I'd like to invite Anne and Nadira to please come to the stage.
And everyone maybe stay on the side as well. We can take a picture later after the presentation.
All right.
Okay, and the winner is, drum roll, Make My Day.
Congratulations, Make My Day.
Make My Day.
Congratulations.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
Well done.
I think
your big check.
Here's a gigantic check for you.
We'll get a big picture. Yes, we can hear you. Congratulations. Let's get a picture and we'll get some comments. But let's big smiles. Congratulations. 1, 2, 3.
Well done. Congratulations.
Congratulations to our startup. Make My Day. Congratulations. Smile. All right.
I think Nadira is going to have a few words about why we chose that one.
Yes, definitely. I would say that one of the main reasons is from a sustainability perspective. The impact is not just for the automotive business, but also cuts across quite a few of the other businesses at Jardines. So we are looking forward to having the chance to discuss further and see what more we can do with your innovation. Thank you.
Sure.
We'll get one more group photo. Thank you very, very much. Big smiles. 1, 2, 3. One more.
Well done.
1, 2, 3. Congratulations, team.
Great. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you
Thank you very much for the opportunity. We'll be happy to work in coming down in Hong Kong with your company, and we really appreciate, and good luck to everybody else.
Thank you very, very much. Well done, well done. All right. And now we have one more winner. We'd like to invite Kathy and Victor to say maybe.
Sure. I don't know about you, but I definitely had a lot of fun. Enjoy all the sharing. Congratulations, you all, for coming up with brilliant ideas to solve the challenge and the big topic around sustainability, right? We had a lot of good discussions on who the winner should be, and I wanted to say that to the student group, fantastic job. Can't wait to be your pilot user. Can't wait to be your testers. So congratulations, and keep it up.
I echo Kathy. I was really impressed. At the introduction, I talked about purpose, innovation, and business model, and all of them, included these three very key elements. And so very impressed. Now, should we announce the winner of the student group?
Big drum roll ready, and the winner is...
The winner is Sustaina.
Woohoo! Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Yay!
Congratulations.
So for Sustaina, you guys will get an additional cash prizes of $2,500, so you won $5,000 in total. Thank you. Congratulations for the great
Sustaina. Well done. Woohoo!
Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations. All right, we'll get one group photo here with your check. Big smiles. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. These are the boys' first hackathon.
Well done.
So thrilled that they have won. Thank you so much. Is there something you'd like to say to us? We can hear you in the room.
Thank you very much, everyone, and all the judges and mentors for teaching us all these valuable lessons that we've gained throughout our first hackathon. And thank you, everyone, for making this possible for us.
Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you. And with that, Anne, we give the floor back to you.
Well, thank you all very much. Thank you to everybody who participated. I think we have had an amazing afternoon, an amazing week together, but the quality of what we saw this afternoon, the diversity of topics that we covered, everything from the car industry to the palm oil industry to the restaurant business, it was really quite an amazing suite of industries that we covered and solutions. We absolutely were blown away with some of the innovations, some of the real application of technology, whether it's blockchain or whether it was 3D printing or whether it was innovative ways of using IoT and analytics to solve problems that we have today. You guys have just done an amazing job in really taking technology, marrying it with innovative and creative ideas and applying it to just the most amazing problems or challenges that we all have in sustainability. So I think we've had a very rich week of idea generation, of focus on technology, and of focus on purpose. And I can't thank everybody enough. It's been fun, it's been crazy. I know a lot of people haven't slept, and behind the scenes, if only you could see the whole room here and how hard people have worked. And I just want to say a big, big thank you to the team, to Janice and to Laura, who have been out here in front all week, but also to the massive team behind. We've got Jessie, we've got Abby, who's been absolutely killing herself. We've got an entire production house here, and I'm sure I'm leaving people out. Justin, where is Justin?
Justin.
Yes. Why don't you guys all come up here on stage? I think you all deserve a big thank you.
Fantastic.
Come on,
Justin
Jessie.
has been... Everyone.
And Alice. And who's that other lady behind? She's been here all week. Julia? Yes. So this is the team that's been running around all week, making this all happen. We can't bring the production crew up here because they're all still manning the helms. But thank you. All I can say is thank you. It's been a fantastic week. Great job, everybody.
We'll get one picture.
And then can we have our partners in here as well? Google,
to
Microsoft,
everyone online, thank you very, very much.
Well, we might have to sit on the floor or something. No, probably not me. How about your intern?
Pardon? Yeah, Sam.
Sam.
Sam. Basically.
David, why don't you join us? And Nadira. My goodness. Okay. We're going to have to do one HACK.ASIA like we always do. HACK.ASIA!
Hack.ASIA afterwards. Keep the thumbs up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you to everybody online. Thank you.
And everyone on the line, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your support. We will see you again shortly. Thank you. Bye there. We see you online. Thank you so much for all the time that you've spent with us. Thank you very, very much. We will see you next year.